for threats. Hey, let's get it, bro. EOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say this a lot of goofies for the check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, two violence. Hey, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water. Tell him, yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this. First person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This let him melt if I had to. Got 2 teeth with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. This pop lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre CK. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlive like Jack. Nigga, boy, your dog's getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. He gon' see Pet Cemetery. Nigga,
dope, dealer selling dope. Is you like that? Kicking in doors. Is you like that? Niggas selling cars. Is you like that? All 24, you wanna go. Is you like that? Niggas from the bottom feeling like. If you like that. Stepping up ballistas if you like that. If you like that. Pop another bottle if you like that. If you like that.
Not breathe your air. You only can rescue me. This is my prayer. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven.
7 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
bitch, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me, bitch?
Come on, guys. All information. Let's go. Hey, Mish MObb, and welcome to the Situation Room. Be sure to hit the like button as you come in. Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another live video presentation. Hey Miss Michi, hey Sunrose. Ooh, y'all ain't gonna lie, I ain't been on here in a minute live and I'm a little nervous. I'm always nervous when I go live. Just, basically wanting to give a good presentation. Today we are talking about my jazzy life, baby. It's a lot that's been going on, I see. Although I have not been live, I do my best, to see what I can see. And my jazzy life came on and said her case was dismissed. Now I'm gonna say this, and I hope people don't feel like I'm stepping on toes because that's not my intention. But it baffles me that people acknowledge that my jazzy life and a lot of these moms tell lies. But then they will turn around and go off of what they say and do commentary based on what is said. No, fact checking, no nothing. Now, I get that we are not um news journalists on television. Get it, got it, good. but we are still people with a platform. And I guess, sometimes people feel a certain type of way, and even me, I feel a certain way sometimes because my platform means a lot to me. I want to represent myself to you guys as authentic, as honest, and factual as possible. To me, I owe that to you all. I owe more than to just get on here and repeat something that I saw being said on social media. That's just how I feel about it. And if I'm wrong, okay, I'll learn. But I'm not gonna come on here and lie to y'all. I'm not gonna come on here and believe shit that Jasmine say just because Jasmine said it, especially when she's been proven to be a liar on more than one occasion. And I ain't even trying to dog the girl about it. Maybe she don't know no damn better. It's possible. But whatever the case is, if you hear it here, to the best of my will, knowledge, and ability, I fact checked it to be so. And that's just that on that. I'm not going to come on here and waste your time and disrespect you guys with a lie and some bull crap. I'm just not going to do it. That's just not who I even am as a person. It could be my military background. It could be just that I ain't no lying ass motherfucker. So whatever is whatever. I'm gonna start this live out by saying Jasmine is a liar. She's a liar. Her case did not get dismissed, but she also did not get convicted of social harassment because there is no such thing. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go over a piece of her video where she talks about the case. We're going to go into what is actually on the official docket as of today, July the 13th. We're going to talk about the next court case and what it means. And I'm also working on getting the actual, I don't know if they had a stenographer record things so that we know exactly what the judge said. But we're going to work on those series of things just because it's something that we talk about. Someone asked me one time, why do you look up court cases and stuff? I'm just that anal, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking about something, I try to be as knowledgeable as I can about it and put the information out to be as truthful as I can. And that's just who I am. It's nothing personal to the person. To me, I look at this like news reporting. That's one of the reasons we are allowed to use public information for commentary, for education, for news reporting, for comedy and satire, and that is called fair use. So let's see if we got anybody else in here. I said, hey, Sunrose, Miss Michi. Hey, Mira. Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Sharon. Hey, 24 Kiki. Hey, Miss Cheeks. Hey, Kimberly. Let's see. Her case wasn't dismissed. She did a deferred judgment. If it was dismissed, she would need anger management classes. Okay. Sharon. Hey, let's see. How can it be dropped if she has to do community service and anger management? Okay, I don't have the official docket, so I'm not sure if it was said there. I'm going by what I see on the. Oh, okay, let me say that right. I have the docket in accordance with Tarrant County, which is just to tell us what is next, when it happens, what the charge is, and these things. What I don't have is what I consider a normal docket, which actually has every time you go to court, you'll have the details from there. Every time you go, every piece of paper that goes along with that file in detail, you can read it, you can see what happened in the court, all of these things. That's what a docket should look like. But the one Tarrant County does is just basically like a court status report. It's not an official docket that I can pull up what happened in court and they tell me. For example, when she went to court the other day, if they adjudicated her as guilty and said that she needed anger management and community service, that would have been a part of the official docket and I would have been able to read that in detail based on what the judge put out. In every state in this United States, there's called a grid, and that's how um, judgments are issued. They go by the charge, they go by how many times you've been arrested, they go by your criminal history. You can put things in there from people like vouching for you. All of these things are considered, and we're going to go over that briefly in a second. Okay, Miss Cheek says, right, Sharon, how is it dismissed when they telling you what you need to do? Exactly. Um, let's see who else. Miss Cheek, she lies about everything to make herself look better, like we are done. But I want to say this too, and that's why I said what I said a minute ago. It also is not just her. The unfortunate part is people repeat the things that she say, and the people that repeat it may have a better disposition with the public. Like, people may respect them more, people may trust them to be honest people. So when they when they repeat the things that Jasmine says, it confuses people, because you have um people that do commentary other than myself who has kind of went along with this. And let's be honest, some things are common sense. If it said that she may have to do community service, how the hell is it dismissed? What Jasmine said, and we finna look at this little piece of video to see what she said. The shit she said didn't even make no damn sense. I want to see the proof. Yeah, I don't trust Jazz or Live. Laugh out loud. Oh, you probably saying Live. Yeah, exactly. So I'm working on trying to get the other docket, but what I am going to show you is what is on Tarrant County status report right now. Because what they show us is more of a status than a docket. And I show that because I want y'all to have the proof as far as what's available. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to be able to trust that when I give you information, that it's the real information. I didn't go by what somebody said. I went by what's actually truthful. The case is adjourned and over. If she doesn't complete her deferred adjudication thing, she will be violated. Okay, Sharon, if that's the case, and I'm not saying that you are wrong, love, I just want to see it in writing. Just like everybody here is saying, they want to see it in writing. Miss Cheek says maybe it's just too early for the full report. No. When you go to court and things are put on record, when the paperwork comes out of there, if there's a stenographer, that information has already been put into the official record. And then it goes back to the person who is the secretary for that court. They add it to the docket, and then it becomes official. If there was a deferred judgment, it's already been signed and agreed upon by the court and by the not the prosecuting attorney, but the defendant's attorney. The judge signs it, and it becomes a matter of the official docket. At that time, it's available somewhere. Now, Tarrant County just may not put their stuff out there in a way. It's a lot of celebrities that live in their area. Maybe they don't put it on their um, website in great detail. That's fine. We'll just go look for it. And I don't disagree with what you're saying. It's just a matter of if that's out there, and if it was a deferred judgment, it's in writing. I mean, you got it from somebody. You know what I mean? So, like, if you do have access to the official record, um, you can make that available, and I'll put it out there with this video. Maybe it's just, oh, I read that already. That's, well, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. So I'm gonna stop right there. The first place I'm gonna take y'all is over here. Now let me pull this up on the screen. We're gonna look at what the court states as of now, as far as um what's online. It states that it doesn't say that this case is closed. This case is still open. And as of today, 7/13 at 5:27, um, her case ID number is 1049551. The case docket is 1861705. And we all know she's in court too. So CCC2, she showed us that. The district attorney is Candace Taylor, and the prosecutor is Samantha Bush. The event, which means the next event, is her memo of agreement. So everything that they sat down and agreed to, if there's anything additional to happen, it goes there. Now, what will probably end up happening is that this memo of agreement and everything will be filed accordingly, although it's set to the calendar of September the 10th, 2025, which means that's when the judge is going to see or handle this case again. She may not have to be there. They may not have to be there. It's just on his calendar. And what happens then is it becomes official part of the record. And then whatever has been agreed on or whatever has been done will be done by that time. She may have till September to have certain things done, as Sharon said. And then as long as she did everything, the case will disposition at that time. Otherwise, she may have to be back in court and they may have to do another agreement, a memo of agreement. Let me see if, because I pulled all of this stuff up to try to move back and forth pretty quickly, but let's look it up again because I had already looked it up. Hold on, let me pull it over so y'all can see it. I want to make sure y'all can see what we got on the screen. Okay. A memo of agreement is a written document outlining a cooperative relationship, which means it's outlining her adjudication, because whether she says she was guilty or not, she doesn't have to say she's guilty. She does not have to plead at all. She can say, I don't feel I did this. So because I don't feel I did this, I am not going to plead guilty. And the court can accept that. And the court says, okay, she basically said nolo contendere, and then they adjudicate her as guilty, and then they um, go forward with the non plea, which is called non-pros, and then they will say, well, this is what you need to do, um, or this is the agreement based on what you say and what the prosecuting attorney wants done, and it goes from there. This is pretty much a done deal. The only reason we're still in court on this is because they already felt it was enough. It was enough going on or enough proof to prosecute her. They're not going to waste court money on this. They don't care about no internet. They don't care about social media. They don't care about none of that. Now, the interesting thing is, being that a social aspect was involved, I'm surprised they did not limit her from social media. Or maybe her attorney was like, or not her, yeah, her attorney was like, look, she makes her money off of social media. She understands the serious of this. We cannot we can't take her ability to earn money because this is how she feeds her kids. So can we do this instead of that? That's probably why, instead of her having a plea date and all of that, she has a memo of agreement, because they had to make an alternative agreement based on her situation. That's probably what happened. So let's go ahead and look at this video real quick, and then we will come back and continue our commentary.
Neither one of us knew why. We didn't build nothing overnight, 'cause a love like
All right, y'all. So we're done. The case is dismissed.
And that's a lie because it's not dismissed. And the thing about it is that I don't understand about her and so many others who came and said the case was dismissed. It's like y'all can't read because all you had to do was go to Tarrant County and search her damn name. It don't say dismissed nowhere. So why just put this BS information out here to have everybody confused? If you care enough about this situation to talk about it, you should care enough about it to be forthcoming and honest. Even with her, you have people that look at this. She only got 4,000 views here. People don't value her views, they don't value her channel, they don't value what she brings forth because of her lack of honesty and straightforwardness with people. She could say, I've went to the court the last day, we made an agreement, I did not plead guilty, but blah blah blah. That's what she should have said. I'm pretty sure because most of the time these days, especially when people feel some type of way, they don't say they guilty. They say no contest.
They took my cease and desist letter and used that because my
Used it
cease and
for what?
desist letter.
Used it for what, Jasmine? They took your cease and desist letter and used it for what? Because see, Liv ain't in trouble. You in trouble. Liv filed charges on you. They don't give a damn about y'all back and forth. They don't give a damn about the videos that y'all brought to the table. They care about the video that they saw, all of the phone messages and voice messages you left, and the threats that you made. And that is what you are being adjudicated for. They don't give a crap about nothing else y'all got going on, for real. And I don't understand why she's dumb enough in this day and time with all of the times that this girl has been busted lying. Why do you keep doing it? And even worse, why do so many content creators follow behind her stupidity? After she done lied and you done came out here and told the lie to your subscribers, people who come to you because they seek value in you and they seek value in what you say, why would you come out here and keep the lie going? That's the shit I don't get.
Was sent before the person made the report, and they took that and that's what they're using.
Using for what, Jasmine? Using to adjudicate you a certain type of way, or using it to decide how to um sentence you? Because I mean, she's so evasive with what she's saying. The person this, the person that. Now she was calling Liv name the whole damn time. Now all of a sudden she the person.
So they use that to basically say, how could it ain't adding up.
What don't add up?
And y'all, if y'all would have seen the stuff that I wish I should have took a picture of it. The stuff that was said.
Yeah, we got the picture.
What if
Jasmine, we
one
got the
simple
picture
chew
of the
could
things
turn
that you
constant
said.
itching into
We know what
complete
you said.
comfort? This is
You
what would
made
happen
yourself
if
look
you.
like a fool. You threatened that girl. You threatened that girl's mother. You even went so far as to say negativity about the children. Yeah, she did some vile stuff and she said some vile stuff, but damn, girl, come on. Somebody got to have a sense of pride and integrity in how they carry themselves. And we can't sit up here and be on your side about something when we turn around and you threatening her the way you did. My thing is, Sharon, you're saying all of this, that about a plea deal. I mean, I believe you. But if you are saying that, you can definitely send the paperwork and we'll put it up here and we can all go over it together. The reason people are here in this chat because I had people reach out to me asking me to talk about this because they know that I'm going to be thorough. They know that I'm going to look for the facts. And they know that if I'm going to say it to them and I'm going to say, oh, well, she has a plea deal, I'm going to have the facts. I can't say that because I don't have them. Sharon, if you have them, please send them to me. I'll check my email and pull it in right away. She has said she got her money back, which I don't believe. Usually, when you go to jail and you have bail, the portion of the money that you pay, which for her bail was $500, she should have just had to pay 10% of that, which was $50. That $50 is gonna go toward court costs. You don't usually get that money back. She said herself she okayed anger management and community service. That's deferred adjudication. No, that's her saying that she would be okay with doing that. So are you saying that you know she got deferred adjudication? Or are you saying that you feel like based on what she said, which is the same thing that I'm sitting here talking about? We don't want to speak about it. We want to be about it by seeing some paperwork. So I can sit up here and look at the docket, and common sense can tell me a lot of things based on my experiences, based on people I've seen go through stuff, and also based on the law. But it still ain't true without us knowing for sure. That's all I'm saying. She did. The reason that she went to jail is when they tried to reach out, they couldn't reach out. Not only that, when this came across the prosecuting attorney's desk and they saw the proof that um, Liv gave them, they did what's called an ex parte. Without seeing Jasmine in court, they made the decision that she was not safe, based on the information put out, and they put in a warrant, an arrest warrant out. Period. Jasmine ain't won shit. Now that's true, Sharon. I so agree. Just be honest. She's just dragging the court out. She wants to be important. Honey, I would be embarrassed to have come on here threatening that girl like that over some internet bullshit. Some shit that she can't prove. Some shit that people already know she a liar too. So why is you even taking it that deep? I get that you pissed off about her saying some shit about your kids, but you either take it legal like she did, get mad, slap your ass, and get glad, like you shoulda. Or say fuck this hoe, cause she don't bust no grape no way, and went on about your fucking business. That's what should happen. Exactly what does the cease and desist have to do with her making numerous threats? Nothing, Miss Cheeks. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, of what, Jasmine? Jasmine, that's why people really don't respect you here, because you are not forthcoming and honest. You would get more views, more respect, and things of that nature if you were just honest. We all know the things you've done in the past. We know who you are. People have their opinions of you based on the truths that have come forward, not based on shit you said, not based on things you've done, on what you showed. So there's nothing you're going to do to change that. So your best bet is just to be honest, be yourself, and allow people to make a judgment based on that. Period, point blank in the story. Hey, Medusa Sunshine. Liv doesn't have the right to drop charges. Harassment, I think, is considered the type of crime that even if she would have said, I don't want to go forward, I'm not coming to court, they had enough evidence that they could prosecute anyway. So it's really no big deal when it comes to Olivia. Yeah, she shouldn't have even conducted herself. Livia is not worth what Jasmine put out, even with all that cursing and you want to fight her? Like, you look like a fool. Yeah, the state picked it up. This wasn't Olivia versus Jasmine. This was the state of Texas versus Jasmine the Priest Dukes. Period. Point blank. In the story. So it doesn't matter what Liv had to do with it. They had videos, they had audio and voicemails, and then they had screenshots of how many times Jasmine called her. That was enough for them to feel like, okay, no, we need to take this a little further. If they felt like it was nothing, they would have treated it like nothing.
And mind you, we're way in Dallas right now, but the stuff that was said every time the individual went on live talking mess, she wrote something, and they proved it out that it was a lie, because I only said what I said one time. I didn't say that multiple times.
It really don't matter. For you to say the things that you said that one time, it was enough, Jasmine.
Backtrack. They have that video too. I didn't even have to go pull that. They pulled that themselves. All right, so I'm.
Let me see. So here, right here, we're gonna look at the grid, the Texas grid, real quick. Harassment penalties, a breakdown. In Texas, harassment is generally classified as a criminal offense under Penal Code Section 42.07. The law prohibits intentionally engaging in behaviors designed to annoy, torment, alarm, abuse, or embarrass another person. The severity of the punishment depends on the nature of the harassment and prior offenses. That's where the grid comes in. She can get a class B, which let's look at over here at the docket. It doesn't say anything about a class. Let's see. Nope. There's no class on here, so we don't know where they feel that she fell. Oh, this is the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. Class B, which you see what that is, and Class A. Class A is the more aggressive. So they're going to probably give her a fine and court costs. She may have to do anger management, not refer to the girl, not say her name, not do any back and forth with her anymore, and other things of that nature. And then I'm gonna leave this here real quick. I need to go and open the front door. But read from factors that elevate the charge to a class A, related to more serious offenses or other consequences of harassment or stalking convictions. These are the things that justify or allow them to justify the grid. Now, I believe that Jasmine will fall on the less than serious side, although she did say some pretty aggressive things. Jasmine never made an actual attempt to aggress towards her actively. She did not go down the street. She did not go to her city. She just talked online, which is bad. But, they're feeling like, okay, if we really had to worry about her, she would have done something more. Because to be honest, with the way Jasmine was talking, if she was a real one, she'd have been in the car. And she wasn't. So because of that, they are probably going to feel as though, it wasn't that type of situation and they didn't have to worry about it in such a manner. But I'm going to give y'all a second with that and I'll be right back. me see what y'all are saying. Okay. Medusa, basically, uh she plead, I guess you would say. We don't have the official adjudication because I don't have the official docket, but there are some saying that she has to do anger management, um, and things of that nature. But I can't attest to that until I see the actual paperwork. According to what we have online here in their status report, is what I'm going to call it. They call this a criminal docket, but I call it a status report because it does not give us all the information. But it says that her next court date is her MOM or ME, I'm sorry, ME, which is a memo of agreement. And a memo of agreement simply is a written document outlining a cooperative relationship between the two parties, the telling the commitment to work together on the objective, which is her paying for her crime, basically. It's essentially a formal understanding, often a precursor to a more detailed contract. So they probably said, look, if she does this and this is what we asked for, we will do whatever, which could be close the case. They're not going to dismiss it because they went through too much and used too much time on this. Probably, if it was dismissed, they would say on here online that it was dismissed, and it does not say that at all. It says that she goes back to court in September, so they probably gave her a list of things to do prior to this September court date, and as long as she does them, they will adjudicate her, maybe on a pre-trial. So that's probably what it is. And that's probably why Sandra said what she said. Sandra probably has more experience when it comes to cases like this. Maybe she works in the court scene or something of that matter. And she probably has information on how these things go. And that's why she's saying it, although she doesn't have the paperwork to back it up. So that's why I said I believe Sandra. And what she's saying, anybody who falls along a line like this is probably going to be asked to take anger management because of the outburst. They're going to probably be asked to do community service because they got to pay, because she probably told them she ain't got no money. So they say, okay, you're going to have to do XYZ hours of community service. We'll allow you to do it at home. You're going to have to take this, and then she got to pay the court costs. That's probably going to be the gist of it, to be honest. I wonder if the state went through Jasmine's YouTube. No, honestly, Mira, this case ain't that big, and they're not going to spend that much time. You know what I mean? They're going to go based on what is already officially a part of this case and go from there. Quite frankly, Jasmine better be glad nobody did come to court, because not that we could record the court, which you can get permission to do that, but she would have looked even more hideous, you know, with all that shit she was saying. Y'all seen the commercials on Planet Mimi TV? Emily, this is actually not a felony. This is a misdemeanor. So it could be a higher class or a lower class, but whatever it is definitely a misdemeanor. Medusa, she has to do anger management and donate to the food pantry, and then the charges will be dismissed. Where that came from, Teresa? Who said that? Because I didn't hear Jasmine even say that. It's diabolical that someone that goes to the food pantry has to donate to them. Yeah. Where did that come from, though? I want to know where that came from. Because, like I said, I don't have the official documents. So I'm not going to say she had to do anything that I can't prove. Wow. She lied. She said she's able to say Liv's name and speak on her if she wants to. She just choosing not to. That's my point, Teresa. So many people are saying so many things. That's why I want the official paperwork so that I can read it to you or at least show it to you so we all know for sure. Because so many people are saying so many things that everybody is confused. And it really ain't that deep to be confused. It's just to get the documentation and prove what it is by having it in black and white. And then we go on about our damn business because it really shouldn't be all of that. You know what I mean? Hi Teresa, thanks. So will she be doing community service at the pantry? It's crazy that she's been on this internet for over 10 years and she's still lying. Knowing reactors can look up the paperwork. Yeah, exactly, Teresa. Medusa, she said donate to the food pantry, but she be lying so much it probably is community service. I've never heard anybody having to donate to the food pantry, especially a person who's on food stamps, a person that they can go and look in a database and see that she gets food from the food pantry, unless they trying to be damn funny. But like I said, I want to know where that came from. If they would have dismissed it, they would have been did it. Exactly. They're keeping it going because they plan to they feel that this situation with the proof that Liv submitted was serious enough. They felt that. Mama Bear Journey plus one. She did say that after she do anger management, it will be dismissed. Now, when did she say that? Because that ain't what she just said in that video we just watched. That's why I'm asking y'all where y'all are getting these facts from, just for my own personal satisfaction of trying to understand, because if there's information out there elsewhere, I don't have a problem considering it and presenting it here. I just want to know, I want to vet it, know where it came from, know if they're a reliable source or whatnot, because someone could actually have the documentation. We need to see the paperwork because it's a lot of hearsay and misrepresentation. Exactly, Sunrose. And that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm presenting what is out there as of now. Also, guys, the day of the court date and no, maybe 2 days since then, I reached out to the court. I have not gotten a response yet. So that's what I'm waiting on. Now, we just saw her say that that it was dismissed, that they looked at the paperwork and they decided this and that. Now y'all are saying that she said she has to do anger management and donate to the food pantry. Do y'all see how that don't make no sense? No, they had plenty of evidence. I read that off early on. They have videos, they have voicemails, and they have that she called her like a whole bunch of times back to back. That's enough for harassment. They have all of that already. In the state of Texas, things go a certain way, and that's what they're following. The guidelines. Let me see. Court settings. Okay, let's look at this. The reason y'all see all these court dates is because that's how court goes in Texas. Can y'all excuse me, hold on. Whew, Lord. Sorry. Okay, y'all see this right here? What we have seen, all these court dates is how court goes in Texas. The initial appearances first, pre-trial setting. I don't think they did pre-trial. So then they got the motion setting, content docket, and then disposition plea. Now she didn't do that part. Let me see. She didn't do that part, but she did do. She's in court too. Let me see if it's here general. I'm trying to find it because I've showed it on this channel before. Uh, court. Let me see, Tarrant County. Okay, let's pull this up right here. This is more accurate. Based on court two, they do the evidentiary exchange, the initial appearance, the consultation. Status is where we would just add. Disposition is where the plea or the ME comes in. This is the final date prior to trial. So they'll say, well, look, we'll uh basically go like Sandra was saying, trial diversion by doing these set of things. So she has certain things that she has to do. So instead of her being honest and just admitting, look, Liv got me. I did something to her and they taking me down through there. Instead of that, she want to make it seem like she's not in trouble. So with that being the case, that's what is going on now. That's why she lying to us. So she'll do whatever she has to do, and as long as she does those things by the date on her docket, September 10th, 2025, they will adjudicate her as nolo contendere. They will probably give her the guilty verdict with time served and her satisfying everything on her trial diversion, which is what Sandra called it. And then the case will be closed, not dismissed, but closed. So that makes a difference. They always reschedule court dates many times. Well, that's how it works in Georgia. That's why I'm showing y'all this court settings thing, because this is how it goes in the state of Georgia. These are the steps going through a misdemeanor trial for an infraction in the state, not Georgia, I'm sorry, in the state of Texas. Texas don't play about their law. You know what I'm saying? Like they really do whatever. And then once you get adjudicated, they use the grid. Every state that I'm aware of, anything legal in, they have a grid. I don't know if you guys seen people talking about the grid with the Diddy trial. There's going to be a grid to determine what he should do based on if he is a first time offender or not, and then based on other variables. The same thing with her. She's a first time offender. She did the things that she did. The proof is already there. So the prosecuting attorney looked at that and gridded her out. It's that simple. They don't care about the back and forth between the two ladies. They don't care about the drama. They don't care about none of that. This ain't about social media. This is about the law. And the law is definitely interpretable, but it's still interpretable based on what is there. Okay, let's see. This one right here, sure. Let's go ahead and finish looking at this one.
Never. I've always said that. But there was stuff on there that was like, what? Bring it with me
Hey, I'm going back just a little bit. I don't think you guys seen the first minute I just played.
to Dallas, but I didn't. I literally forgot it. So I was like, I'm gonna record on my phone. Ran out of storage. So basically, there was other creators that like they showed me exactly because they document word from word what people say and stuff like that when they actually physically talk to them. And it was sad. It's like there were other creators and they were trying to get other creators like talk about what can I do about this creator if she said this, like, and it was like if she said this or that, and then it was also stated like that I threatened kids, which y'all know me. What have I always told y'all?
Jasmine made a comment about that girl's kids, something dealing with going to their school. I remember that being discussed because people were horrified about that. Now, this case is probably something that does not happen a lot. So the prosecutor may have spoke with other people who they may know in their personal life who is a content creator, and they just probably ask, how would y'all handle this? Or what do y'all think we should do? And just use that. Now, do I think that's a real part of the docket? No, because it doesn't matter what other people feel. What matters is what the law states and what the grid tells them to do. Um, Here's another thing, guys. If this was real true facts, she would say, well, the prosecutor said that he spoke with other content creators, blah, blah, blah. Who is they? They ain't never nobody with anything of value to add to anything. And that's how you know she lying. If she could say a name, if she could say, well, we polled somebody on our web, anything, then I would feel better about the what's being said. Like it's sad, really.
We need the kids out of it. Kids don't count. Never. I've always said that. But there was stuff on there that was like, what? And so I had made sure that I had my ducks in a row.
Ladies, listen up. The video showing the pink salt trick that melts belly fat while you sleep has already passed.
There were other lies in the statement as well that was made against me, basically saying that they only knew me for 1 year and I came to their house and all this stuff. And we all know I never went to this person's house, and that they were afraid that I was going to harm their kids because I said I was going to harm their kids. At this point, it was just like, what? Like, so people can just come out here and just say some crazy ish like this.
We see almost every other day when Planet Mimi goes live, she shows the video where Jasmine talks trash about her. I didn't personally see where they said she threatened the kids at school, but they said there is such a video somewhere in the world. But we do see you want to fight hoe, that's why you lost your MF and kids. We see it all the time because Jasmine said it and Mimi called it. So I don't understand why she feels like she can just walk over this like the facts aren't there.
And just get away with it. But I just literally was like, look, I'm not taking no plea deal. Y'all got me messed up. I want this shit off my record. And honestly, that's all I was literally pushing for. Like, y'all are not finna sit here and try and play me and say, oh, if you say that you did do this, then we'll get it off your record. No, there was a cause and effect situation. I said what I said that one time due to what I have had to deal with for an entire year. And on top,
Cause and effect. Nobody, Jasmine, can make you do what you don't want to do. If you really could have ignored her, she never came to your channel to mess with you. She said whatever on her channel, you responded on your channel. So you can't say cause and effect. That's just like how Sky's calling people, saying people are harassing her. Nobody has went to her channel and said anything. Even this conversation we're having about you, Jasmine, is on my channel. The only way it can affect you is if you come over here and choose to consume the information. You should have gave that girl your ass to kiss from get go and went on about your damn business. Fuck her is what you should have did. Cause even though I ain't finna sit up here and be fake about it and lie, I'd have been damn pissed about her and the things that she said about your children and the things that she said happened to your kids. Any real mom would have been angry. Even a mother or a person who has been through any type of DV situation or been through any type of SA situation would have been affected by what was said. Let's just be honest about that. I'm not finna lie. And I'm not finna act like you had no reason to be angry. But my point is, you could have avoided your effect to it by not consuming the content. So you chose to do so, and now you want to pass for how you reacted to what she did. And that's not how I go. The best way to stay out of people's shit is to stay off of people's shit.
Top of that, it was also stated that they were planning on abusing the system, which is what they did. But honestly, I feel like, when it comes to the state and how things are run, it's more so I want to try and, I want this person to plead guilty type stuff. It's just, I feel like it might be just broken. Part of the state situation just may be broken, and it's whatever, Hopefully this doesn't happen to anybody else and they don't get a court-appointed lawyer and they're able to get afford a regular lawyer to where they can do more things. Y'all know what I mean? Because I felt like I had to really push for certain things. I was pushing. Now my lawyer, she did do her.
Now, here's the thing about that. To me, Jasmine, if anything, you could have went and found a little better attorney. You said you had a family member that was an attorney, and while you out here working DoorDash to afford light water gas, you really should have been working DoorDash to get you a better attorney. You should be in a situation that you already can afford your bills. You should be posting 2-3 times a day. You are a content creator. Also, you need to look at your analytics and see what works better. Even though you done screwed your channel damn near to hell, you can still find some type of value to try to rebuild on. That's where your effort should be while you sitting up here trying to manipulate and lie to us like we dumbasses. You really should put your effort there. All the work you putting into trying to lie, if you put it into trying to be successful, you might get somewhere.
Her thing as well, but I feel like, I had to you literally step out of my comfort zone, if that makes sense. Right. And so anything they said, I was like, no. Here it is. Here's some so-and-so. Here's the video, or here is a clip. They were trying, hear me out, they were trying to make me agree to, they were trying to give me a agreement plea deal or some shit, and was like, if you say that you did this, then we will take it off your record or something like that. This is what the DA was saying.
If they're trying to give you a plea deal, it's already established that you're guilty. That's number one. She doesn't have to plead guilty, but to take a plea, you do have to say what you did. You don't have to plead guilty. A part of the plea deal could be that you are not admitting any fault. And she could say, well, when they ask, are you innocent or guilty? You could say no contest. They'll say, okay, she pleaded no contest. We're going to adjudicate her as guilty. And according to the plea deal, this is what she has to do. Now, that could be what happened and she just don't want to tell us, or that's how it worked. She didn't want to do that. So they did the memo agreement instead. That's another. Courts can create ways around a lot of things. I always say the law isn't about the law. The law is about what you can prove, what you can create, what you can put on paper. That's where the grid came from, past cases.
No, I want it all off. So anything that was said, I had some information, oh, you've been trying to contact this individual. No, I haven't. Here are my screenshots. Or no, I haven't. Here are these messages. You know what I'm saying? And I did want to come on here and personally say thank you to my supporters, the ones that have been rocking with me, even the ones that don't like me and that contribute to me getting this dismissal. I'm just glad that it's over with. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this. I don't like or dislike Jasmine. In spite of me saying, oh, she did this, she did that, and oh, she doesn't present herself as a very intelligent individual. I still don't dislike her, but what I don't like even more than not liking or disliking her is a fucking liar. I can't stand that shit, especially when it is so easy to prove that a person is being dishonest. Why, baby? Why? Why be dishonest? Just be 21 about your shit. And I mean, let that be what it is. That's why I got the dismissal. Bitch, you didn't get no dismissal because your shit ain't gone. What you got is a memo of agreement in lieu, which means instead of a plea. So they agreed to some things, but maybe she was insistent on, I'm not going to plead this way. So they said, well, we'll do it like this, just so her attorney could do her civic duty, represent this girl for free because she couldn't afford an attorney, and get the case dispositions and off the docket of the judge. I don't even understand why they got all these thousand court dates anyway, but that's just the way Texas does things. I mean, it's really crazy. Oh, you welcome, Melly. Like I said, exactly, Sharon. She did all that crip walking around the obvious. But like I said, the only thing that's missing here is the paperwork. I always try to be straightforward and as transparent as possible with paperwork. And I don't have it yet. So I can't officially call it that, but it's you ain't gotta call it nothing for it to be what it is. So if someone makes me mad, I can commit a crime against them and call that cause and effect. I guess so, Melly, honey. Try boo. Jasmine could have logged off at any time. She is not a victim. Exactly. And another thing, like I said, Sunrose, she went to that girl's page and literally watched it on live. She didn't have to do that. If you
Because I did say that what I said was
somebody gonna piss you off, the best thing for you to do is keep going.
out of anger. They considered, there was like, well, could you at least take anger management? Can you do an anger management class? And that was it. And I was like, okay. And I was able to get my money back as well. So that's a plus. Like I said, thank you to everyone that's been supporting me. And I have like till September to take the anger management class. They gave me like 2 months to take that. So it was no rush, which is a blessing too, because whatever. So it's not like I didn't say what I said, because I did say it. But my only agreement was to take the anger management class for complete. I needed all that shit off my no, we're gonna wait and take it off your record.
But you know what, Kimberly, she can't sue her for defamation because everything that Liv presented to the court was accurate. Everything. Everything. I mean, and that's real.
I went off, okay? So after I take the anger management class, we're done. I don't even have to go.
After she takes the anger management, she probably won't have to go to another court date. She will have to wait probably, I think down here is 5 years, and she can expunge it off her record. But for 5 years, it's going to be there.
Down there no more, nothing. And I'm just so glad that that shit is over with. It's just all I'm gonna do is just sit and mind my business, because that proved to me that people is just all talk. You know what I'm saying? On this platform, you're all talk, and I ain't got time for all talk type stuff. Like, because all talk people, all they do is run to police when they.
Okay, Jasmine. Clearly, she ain't all talk, cause she did something. You the one with the damn with the court fees and fines and all the things. No, she was about some action. Your ass is all talk because you threatened the life of her, the likes of her, her mama, her churn. Everybody. And you ain't had to do that. And if you wasn't all talk, you would have been on the road at some point with all that shit she was saying. If you gonna go over there and listen and get mad, at least be about what you talking about. But the best thing for you to have done, to be honest, you know Liv. You know her tendencies and you know she know how to get people go. You should have stayed your ass off her channel. Y'all done fell out. Y'all ain't getting, back cool. I'm gonna stay over here and mind my business. If people bring drama to you, ma'am, thank you, but I don't want to hear it because I'll be done hurt that girl. I have my children over here. We're safe. We're healthy. We're well. I don't have to listen to Liv. And that's what you should have done. But you trying to get some damn views. I thought this was just internet stuff. Remember she said that, guys? I thought this was internet stuff. So if it was just internet stuff, then there was no need for you to be over there listening to what the hell she was saying because it's internet stuff.
They try to let them take care of their business for them, and that's childish. Like, don't talk the stuff if you can't walk it. Y'all feel me? That's just anybody in general, anybody, right? But that's that. I'm glad that I did not have to drive my car down there. Super grateful for that as well. I didn't want to record too much because y'all know, yeah. But anyways, I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for watching today's vlog. Make sure you thumbs up for your girl because it's free. Because why not? And we've made it this far. And we're not going to let nobody stop this train. We're going to keep going, right? We're going to keep going. Choo-choo, bitch, here we coming. We're coming. We still going, right? But I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Rose. She's stupid. She is so stupid. And then she sits there and acts dumb. That's why the effectiveness of her channel is slowly depreciating because people see her caught in a lie. She has no way to what's the word? She doesn't have any way of righting the wrongs that she's doing. And people are like, man, I can waste my time doing other shit. I don't have to sit here and look at this girl lie all the time. She's just a liar. Let's get caught up a little bit. Yeah, it's like she don't like telling the truth. That's what it seemed like. Exactly. If you was that damn mad, you wouldn't have been on no damn internet with all that BS. Baby, you'd have been in the car. You would have knew, okay, well, she got to come over here because this was her kid. Like, you would have really did something. That's why you stay out of people's shit and off of people's page because at the end of the day, your kids got you. What she said about the little boy, I'm it. Okay, if you know that, you know that you are all your children got, you don't put yourself in no compromised position to take that from them if you really care. F live. For real. What can she do to you? Actually, she done made this girl look all kinds of stupid though. I ain't even gonna front. Yeah, when she said that, Kimberly, it could have been, but we can't prove it's a lie or the truth. So there's no way that Jasmine can prove it's a lie. So she really can't get her for defamation. And then the way Jasmine was acting made me feel like there was some truth in it because why is you so mad about a lie? A bold faced, ridiculous lie that you really know ain't true. Yeah. Yeah, she probably does that too. Right. I hope she's learned her lesson about that. It really is, Mel. And then um it's making her lose support on her channel and she don't realize nobody is doing anything to Jasmine. She is messing her own self up. People don't have respect for her. People don't like the fact that she's dishonest. All these things that she continues to do, people have a problem with. I'm just being honest. Yeah. So that is pretty much it. If anybody has any additional questions, we can go over it now. If I happen to be able to get the paperwork for the court, the actual docket, I definitely will make that available to you guys because I'm interested in seeing it. She alleged that um that it's dismissed. I want to see it on paper. I want to see it on paper. And these are the general steps that court 2 follows. So, with that being the case, that's why there are so many steps to their court. It's just standard there. So, that's that on that, y'all. And she does have a court date in September. When she said they gave her the two whatever 2 days or whatever she was talking about, that is the next part of the court hearing. Instead of there being a plea, since she said she didn't agree to the plea, that part may be true. So they gave her the memo of agreement. She has to do certain things, and as long as it's done by that court date, she's done. Her attorney will make that available to the DA. They will disposition the case. They may close it or may adjudicate and close. And what happens is on September the 10th, whether she goes or not, the judge, it'll be a part of his calendar when they present that district attorney or prosecutor, excuse me, will come up there and say, okay, I have Jasmine Judge versus the state of Texas. Okay, what's going on with this? Okay, we had a memo of agreement. Everything has been whatever. We are now closed. The court will close it off of their calendar. The secretary will then record everything that's final. And then when we look at it here online on their statuses, it'll show us court. I mean, it's closed. Now, if she doesn't do what she's supposed to, then that will change it. She may have to be there if she's not finished, or they'll set it for another day, and then it will continue on. And then she may be cited to have more harsher penalties or whatever. But that's pretty much it. Jack Minister. Who is Jack Minister? I hear you, Cheryl. Sorry, Jasmine. Not sure what name that is. Yeah. Jazz learned to pimp her kids like Philip did. Yeah. Hell, he was her teacher. Ace Boogie. Hey, what's that dude name? Ace Boogie, we know who you are. We know that you are. I can't think of your name though. Sorry, honey. But yeah, we praying for you. Tariq, I think his name is Tariq McAllister or something like that. Yeah. Poor little Tink Tink. You lonely boo. Coming over and being rude in people's chats is not the way to make friends, baby boy. That's the way to get you blocked. Right. She'll be all right though. Anyway, y'all got any more questions? Otherwise, we are going to go ahead and end this live. I will be getting caught up on some other cases that we have here and there. I'm going to be bringing some new moms in my morning lives just because he is removed. Just me, please don't. Oh, okay. He like, what is that? I mean, it wasn't a cartoon. It was a scary movie, and there's like, don't say his name. I won't say it though. But anyway, guys, I don't even know if I said the right name. Not a problem, some Rose. I will be back with some more content, and I'm gonna try to bring in some new moms just because when a whole bunch of people seem to talk about the same moms, it affects our views, or at least it's affecting my views. Maybe they enjoy their content more than mine, which is definitely allowed. So I'm just going to be trying to bring something new and do a little bit more. I know I haven't been live in a while, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I lost my confidence. My views went down. I ain't know what was going on, and I was just feeling the type of way. So, yeah. Oh, it look like we got another one. Yeah, if you guys have not had the opportunity to hit the like button, please do so. Also, guys, if you will, share this live if you care. We are definitely trying to grow over here. I will be bringing new people. If y'all have any people y'all would like us to talk about over here, go ahead. I will be coming back a little more when it comes to lives. Um, my goal is to maybe go live a certain time of day. I know most people work in the daytime, so maybe more in the daytime. It's kind of congested at night. So we're just gonna do what we can. Okay, and we're gonna definitely try to bring some new blood over here so that we'll have a well-rounded group. I know that a lot of you guys are used to talking about certain people. I hope you guys are okay with kind of opening up our horizon some to bring in some new moms and go from there. Although also, excuse me, I do have some other videos I put up yesterday and the day before. So if y'all haven't had the opportunity, please go check those out as well. Thank you guys. And yes, Teresa, I'm back. We have so much to catch up on too. I have about 2 videos dealing with the Jacksons of Atlanta and Mahogany to put up, but she is a member of a group that does a mass copyright on her videos, so it's hard for me to talk about them to escape the copyright. And then if you go and try to exercise your rights of fair use, they try to fight it and all of that. And eh, Mahogany ain't worth all of that, to be honest. I'm just keeping it real. But we still gonna try to make it do what it do and come back better than ever. So, guys, I will talk to you guys later. Yes, it's me. Let's admit, y'all. Jaden, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't the back and forth and all of that type of person. I'm not. I don't give a fuck about what you got going on with nobody else. I do not. I don't take kindly to you trying to be disruptive in my group over here. Like nobody would pay you any negative attention if you don't give them a reason to over here. You have come on my personal um Instagram and said things, and you do these type of things. Like nobody has time for that. I don't give a shit about what you got going on with nobody else. But coming over here with this is where the problem is, sweetie. And I mean, the moderators are going to do what they do, and they don't appreciate it because they're a member of my channel as well as other people's channel. They don't appreciate you disrespecting the people that they hold dear to them, and that's just truth. So if you're trying to find a positive way back into people's lives, because see, you keep coming and keep doing certain things, you're not coming over here trying to make shit right. And whatever you got with somebody else don't have shit to do with over here. So if you got a problem over on another chat, you need to be over there with this, not over here. So you are making not only a mockery of yourself, but you're giving people the reason to feel the way that they feel, dear. So anyway, that's all I got to say. Have a great day. Bye bye. All right, guys. See you all in the next one.
They neck. Put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say this a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, choose violence. Hey, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but they not feeling get no 40 water. Tell him, yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this, first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like fuck rap. This really melt if I had to. Got 2 teams with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. This pop lost too many soldiers not to play it safe. If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre CK. Think I won't drop the location. I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, I'm really like that. Hey, your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlive like Jack. Nigga, boy, your dog's getting buried. That's a K with all these 9s. Eagle